Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez. I'm going to be featuring another quick and easy card. And I'm going to be using a brand new stamp set out of the holiday catalog. And if you don't have a copy of your own and you don't have a demonstrator, please contact me and make sure I know that you want one of these. I'll be sending you the occasions catalog as well as the celebration catalog. But anyway, the suite that we're going to be using today is called Petal Passion, and I don't know that you can really see it here well, but it has a stamp set and framelits as well as design series paper here. So I'm going to show you real quick in person. So it is called Petal Passion, and the stamp set is Petal Palette, and it has these gorgeous flowers and leaves, the bird, and it also has a great variety of sentiment. So this is a great set to have. Of course, when you purchase together, and these are the thinless, this is the petal and more thinless, but when you purchase this together, you get a 10% on the bundle. And you can tell from this one, there's some flowers, some leaves too, great borders here, or like shapes I should say. And then these coordinate pretty well with the bird and the flowers that you see here. So an awesome set to have. I'm also using the glimmer paper that we have, and you have seen me use it a lot because it's one of my favorite. But we have now a 6x6 glimmer paper, and it comes in, this pack comes in 3 colors. So it's just gorgeous. I mean, it's just great to use. And of course, we are still on celebration time, which is the best time of the year because you get a free item out of this catalog every time you spend, for every $50 that you spend. So there's no limits. You get $100, you can get 2 of these items, or you get or actually this time there's 2 items that are free when you purchase $100, and you'll see these different icons. So these are some thinlits because these are higher value, and so these are only free when you get $100 purchase. So this great stamp set as well as the thinlits, but for the rest, everything is free when you purchase $50. So there's too many good things, and of course, let me just show you one of my favorites is this party pandas that you have seen me showcasing everywhere because I'm just in love with those. So anyway, again, just let me know. Go to my blog creatingwithali.com and just contact me, send me a note, letting me know that you want to have one of those catalogs, and I'll send them both for you for free to you. So anyway, so the card that we're going to be using is Old Olive for the base. So this one is 5.5 by 8.5. Then I have a piece of the design series paper out of that collection, and again, what is great about that one is that all the paper is black or white. Black or white, yeah, black and white I should say. And so you can color it to get any color. It goes well with any combination, so that's awesome. Then I have the glimmer paper, and this is just a scrap. I'm going to be doing a flag, and I have already die cut a the largest of the circles of the stitch shapes framelits, which if you don't have those, honestly you should, because it has all the different shapes. It has ovals, it has the circles, and it has also the squares. So this is a great set for you to have, honestly. You'll use it a gazillion times. And then I have a scrap of paper where I'm gonna be stamping the roses. Now I'm gonna be coloring this with the, what is this called, with the blends. And so you need to be using Memento ink whenever you use the blends, which are our alcohol markers. You definitely need to make sure you're using the Memento. Now I know I've used it in some other instances with other inks, but I'm trying not to really touch the ink. In this case, you actually are going to be coloring on top of that, so you definitely need to make sure that you're using the Memento. Okay, on the other side, I'm only coloring like white spaces, so I think it didn't matter. But in this case, where you're gonna be specifically, and let me just put it this way. on top of everything, so you'll definitely want to use Memento ink. Don't forget about that, because otherwise it will pull some of the color, because again, these are alcohol bases and markers, and so you need something that is water based. Now you cannot use, at the same token, you cannot use these Memento ink whenever you're using watercoloring, because it will pull the color, the black, into your coloring. So definitely make sure that for those you use the archival inks. So let me just put it here for a minute. The other thing that I want to be doing on this one is I want to be coloring the leaves, and you can tell I'm not really what do you mean, what do you call, very careful. I just need to make sure I cover all the white areas. Again, I'm trying to just cover it, because again, I want it to match really well my cardstock, and my cardstock is it's the Old Olive, which coordinates pretty well with the markers. That's one of the things that I love about Stampin' Up, honestly. All their products color coordinate really well, you know. Their inks, their paper, their markers, now their alcohol markers, the watercolor pencils. I mean, everything color coordinate really well. And I mean, when you're using other products, that's where you spend a lot of the time, I think, especially in the designing thing, because you need to make sure that you have the right color, you know. So I love that from Stampin' Up, because I know if I use Old Olive, I'll have the ink, I'll have accessories, I have the markers, everything that I need will be color coordinating, and so everything will look great when pairing it. So that's something that you need to consider, because I think it saves a lot of time, especially if you're designing or if you're doing a project. Just knowing that anything you have will go well. You don't have to go with, oh, but I have this shade of color and I don't have the ribbon. Again, with Stampin' Up products, everything color coordinate pretty well. So I know it's taken me a little bit longer, but I'm sure it will be worth it, because after I have that, then pretty much I have the design series paper on the color that I wanted. And again, this paper, that's the great part about it. You can make it any color you want. So I honestly think that's a great feature, because you can go with any color combination you want. So anyway, I'm almost done. And again, I'm trying not to be like super careful with how I'm coloring it. I just need to make sure I don't have any white spots, and that's all about it. So look at this. Is that not gorgeous? Now if you look into the other side, it will bleed, so make sure you're coloring the area that you like. Now one thing that I'm going to let you know is, let me just show you real quick something. So this paper has one, see this? Wouldn't you think it would be great to color each of these flowers? I think it would be perfect for a card. I probably will do a card doing that, but not today. But I just want to make sure you knew. So it looks gorgeous. So you see that? Now it coordinates pretty well with my paper. I did another example like this where I color the design series paper, and see, it color coordinate with the rich raspberry. Again, awesome paper to have. You can have it in any color you want. So now let's go with the flowers. So for the flowers, the same thing. It should be dried now, so I'm just going to go with my Old Olive, and I'm starting with the lighter version. And I think I want it to be really cheerful, so I want to go with the yellows and the oranges for these, for the roses. So just bear it with me, because I'm still not sure how I'm going to be coloring this. But anyway, so that's the first part. Then I have the darker blend, the darker old olive of the markers here. So I just need to do some shadowing, because that's the other beautiful part of these markers. They blend gorgeously, and so you definitely want to take advantage of that when coloring with these markers. So it gives some shadowing, and you don't see the strokes of your coloring, which I think is awesome. I think that's the best part of these markers. So let's just see. I usually don't use yellows, but this time I wanted to make it cheerful, and so we'll see. Okay, so I'm using the light color of the light marker of the Daffodil Delight, and I'm gonna be putting some of the let's just go with the coral first. Let's see how does that looks. And this is the lighter, and so now I'm going to be blending with the darker version of my see how it starts to fade a little bit. And I'm going to use the darker of the, what is this color? The Calypso. And where's the darker of those? Is here. So it has a little bit more of the and I'm going to go back again with the darker of those, and I'm just doing circles. And I'll show you a close-up look of those. I'm sure you will love that. Okay? And I know I get too quiet when I am coloring. It's just because I'm trying to concentrate. And so it always happens, right? You're concentrating and it's harder to talk in. Okay, I think it looks really nice. Okay, so here it is. I feel like it looks really good. So, now I'm gonna be die cutting these with the coordinating framelit. So let's just get it here, and let's just bring the Big Shot, which this is one of my favorite tools, honestly. So let's just go. Let me see, how would I go? How does this one goes? Oh, I'm doing it this one correctly. So, how is this going? Okay, so here it is, and I'm using the magnetic sort platform. That way, it's easier for me. And I'm just centering it. Okay, I feel like that's it. Alright, so I'll have that. Let me take this one out of the picture. Okay, and bring the card things back. Let me just put this one. I always try to put this together right away because then otherwise I end up losing them. And I don't like having sets, incomplete sets. So, alright, so now we're going to put this together. And so it looks really cheerful. And it's just a matter now of putting, saying, oh, sorry. I think I want to go with best wishes or maybe a thank you, you know, it would be really nice. So let's just do that. Let's just do, I think like you always need thank you notes, right? Don't you think? There's always a need for thank you cards. And so it will be nice to get one of these on the mail. So I'm going to be using a black, archival black, I should say. And so I'm going to be putting this thank you. Like I said, I love that you have multiple sentiments out of this one set. Because you get a lot of alternatives here. So, let's just start putting this together. I'm going to be folding this in half as usual. So, alright. Then I'm going to be using the fast fuse. Here is the fast fuse. Okay. And this will go right in the middle. You know what? I'm going to put it this. That way so it's covered better. Okay. Then I'm going to be doing this little banner. So I have here the triple banner punch. Okay. And I don't know that I said, but this is a 1-inch strip. And again, it's just a scrap because I'm going to be putting this one like so. And then this one will go like this. So, or would it be better if I put it like so? No, I like it in there. So I'm going to be putting some of these here. Okay. And then I'm going to be gluing this one. Alright. And then I'm going to be putting this one's here. What do you think? I think it looks gorgeous, honestly. So for this one though, I'm going to be using dimensionals. And I just finished my other dimensionals, so it's time to use brand new dimensionals. So let's just see. I'm going to put in one here, one there, one here. And I know, I've always put a lot of dimensionals. I know. That's one of my things. I'm peeling off the backing, so just give me 1 second here. Alright, so once I have that, I'm going to be putting it like so. And then of course, this wouldn't be complete if it doesn't have a bit of the wink of a Stella. So we're going to put some of that into the roses because they look nicer if they shine, don't you think? I love putting the wink of a Stella. It always adds something, and it has some shimmering. And this one is almost about to be done. So you see. All right, let me just. There we go. A little bit more here because I didn't see it. And we are done. So here it is. Can you see some of it? Yeah, you can see some of that wink of a Stella. Like I said, it's gorgeous. I love it. I hope you have liked it. I know there was a lot of coloring, but believe me, it is great. Also, let me just say something real quick. For the month of January, anyone placing an online order using a host's code that I have on my blog will get a card kit to make these cards perfect for Valentine's. So go ahead and go into my blog, creatingwithali.com, so that you can take advantage of that, because that's new for 2018. Every month I'll have a new a new card kit, and again, the one for January will be using the Painted with Love, and so take advantage of that one. So anyway, thank you so much, and if you like this video, I know it's a little bit longer, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll have the description of all the items that I use in this video as well as my blog. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.